How many of these are silver? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10 of these are silver. Greetings everyone and welcome to the video. I hope you're all having a great day. So in this video we are going to sort through this collection dump that I picked up from my bank a few days ago. I had showed a preview in a couple of the shorts videos. So if you saw those, you'll know what's going on, but for those who didn't watch them, simply put, I picked up $25 worth of pennies and $340 worth of half dollars from my bank. I was told that they were dropped off by someone, that's all I'll say. And also, I was told that there were Eisenhower dollars as a part of this drop-off, but that they were gone. I don't know if that means if somebody else bought them or they had already sent them back for counting or something. I'm not sure. So there was more to this collection, and as I explain what I found in some of the things I've previewed here, we can put some of the pieces together. There was probably multiple parts to this collection. I'm not sure if some of it was sold off or maybe they dropped other bits off at different banks. It's really hard to say. So first of all of these pennies were in customer wrapped rolls. I have already gone through them. There was an assortment of different types of wrappers, a lot of different ones. So the interesting thing about the pennies is you can tell at some point a collector had sorted them. Every single penny in this box, with no exceptions, was copper. Not a single zinc penny from 1983 or newer, which was crazy. So the copper value alone of this $25 box of pennies was, I think, something around $62 worth on copper price today, between $62 and $63. So that was really fascinating. It was a little bit tedious to go through. I thought one of the rolls was actually uncirculated 1982 because I took some out of the side, but they were kind of mixed. So I kind of mixed everything together. Yeah, a lot of the coins are shiny. A lot of them are uncirculated, but they're really not worth sorting out. I put a few of the finds aside from what I found in there. There was really nothing good. You can watch the shorts video if you want to see a wrap-up on that. I did get one is slightly more uncommon, 1960D small date. And I did get one stray wheat penny in there, a 1957 Denver in really good shape. So that was probably accidentally one of those rolls that a collector failed to sort out. So that was the interesting thing. Apart from one wheat penny, it's all copper memorials, but that's still a good score. Now this is where it gets good. The half dollars, I know there was silver in these rolls, so I'm just going to start from the beginning of what I showed in a short video, and then we're going to get into the rest of this here. So as a test, I opened up two of the rolls. The first roll I opened up was one of these style wrappers that had no markings on it, and inside of it, it was all typical clad half dollars. I don't think any new from the any newer than the early 1980s in either of these rolls. So in the second roll, I opened up one of these newer generic style rolls with a kind of scribble mark on it there, and in that roll I found one silver, a very dark 1969 Denver. So at first I was thinking, well, maybe somebody tried to pick the silver out, but this was dark and they just didn't notice the date or something. You know, I'm just throwing ideas around in my head. And that's a pretty coin anyhow. So I found the one silver and I'm like, okay, well, this could get interesting. Somebody didn't go through these meticulously. So I then opened another generic roll a day later because I just couldn't help myself. And it was this one here. I kind of pushed them back in. I didn't take them all out. I just kind of pushed them out of the ends. And there are multiple silvers in this roll. So we're going to open all of these in this video. But I can tell you, I opened both sides and pushed them out. I think there's at least 4 silver coins in this roll. All appear to be Kennedy halves, but 40% silver ones, I believe. Like I said, I just kind of peeked in both ends and push some coins out to check them. So there could be a lot of silver in these generic rolls. Maybe not these ones. It's hard to say if they're mixed. But okay, so here's some other interesting stuff. And I was originally going to say that maybe this collection was put together and hasn't been touched since the early 80s based on no coins past the 80s in these rolls and none in the pennies. But then I stumbled on these rolls here, which are rolls of 2000p, 1998p, 94p. All these rolls here are mixed dates from the 70s, it says on them, and then 2 solid rolls of 74. I poked open a couple from the ends to verify that that's what was in them, and it does appear that they're labeled correctly. So I don't think there's going to be any silver in these rolls. The interesting thing is these aren't all uncirculated rolls. Like you would think these ones, like the 1998p, some of the coins were clearly circulated. So someone definitely put this together as a collection. These weren't just taken out of like a mint-wrapped roll or something. So very interesting. So I don't expect any silver in these, so I will do them off camera. And then what I want to do is go through these with the camera running and see how many silvers are in there, because all of these types of rolls had silver in them when I opened it. It was only this style roll that didn't. The 2 rolls I opened so far of this style both had silver. One had 1 and one had at least 4. So I'm hoping these are loaded, and that's what we're going to do in the video. When I cut to the next clip, we're going to start going through those and see what we have. I really hope there's like a silver Ben Franklin or Walking Liberty half in these. That would be really awesome. But even if it's just silver Kennedy halves, this is an amazing score, and I'm really excited to get in them. Okay, so I went through all the date-marked rolls, and I got one really good surprise. But before I get to that really good surprise that's actually a quite valuable find, I will point out that all of them were marked correctly, except for this roll was marked 94p, but it was various half dollars from 1995 to 2000. In the 70s rolls, all of the coins from the 70s, these are the ones that were marked to 1974. I just separated from P and D mints there. These were all the various ones from the 70s that were miscellaneous. The only interesting find in those is there's a half dollar that appears to have been in a fire. You can see how it's bubbled up in the middle. And that's what happens when you have coins like this in a fire. They start to implode. And yeah, so that was in a fire. So I thought that was interesting to show. And here is the really good find in the coins marked 2000. Now this was on the end too. I don't know if that was intentional, but this is literally the best error of this type that I've ever found coin roll hunting. This is a 2000 that was struck through grease, and you can barely even see, you can see that the coin itself is not worn on the high points, but some of the lettering, especially the LI and Liberty, it's almost completely gone, as well as the TY. And you can see the date. You can kind of see the zeros there, but the last 2 zeros are almost completely missing. So this is actually a mint error and not a damaged coin. I'm not exactly sure how much value it would fetch, but this is a really good example, and I'm actually quite excited with that. I've never found one this profound. So this is just where extra material or grease or something like that gets between the coin and the die, and when it's struck, it just shows up incredibly faded like that. I know I'm spending a bit of time on it, but it's just a beauty to look at. Look how smooth some of those fields are where you're supposed to have lettering. Incredible. And you can see, and this is one way you can tell where it's not damaged, it did not affect the reverse of the coin. You can see all the lettering clearly. No damage, just some typical circulation marks and minor scratches. So that is a brilliant find right there for a non-silver find. So I'm going to set that one aside, and then we're going to start going into these rolls. Since the one of these I opened didn't have silver, I may peek at those first and not do them live, but then we'll set these up and start going through them. Can't wait. I got some good news. I decided to go through those 3 different colored wrappers because the one I checked the other day didn't have any silver, and I thought that's the direction it was going to go because I opened one now and it was all clad, and then as I was going through the second one, I did see a silver poking out here. I know the lighting's not great because I didn't set up the camera on a tripod yet, but let me see. I'll just pull it out here. Let's go ahead and dump them out. We'll see if there's any more. I did see at least one 40% silver in there. I think it's this one right here, but let's just browse through them from this end just to make sure there's not any more. You can see it right there. 1968 D, 40% silver. Really good condition and some interesting toning on the bottom there as well. That's awesome. So we'll set that aside, and I don't think there was any past that one because I started from this side of the roll and didn't see any others. So yeah, that was the only silver in that roll, but like I said, I thought those rolls weren't going to have any, so that tells us we'll just put this over here. Any of these remaining rolls can have silver, and I want to do these with the camera on. The only other thing different I noticed in these are all the more modern rolls. The only difference is this is the same design, but it's highly worn. So that one is kind of suspect and had tape on the ends of it. It just happens to look different than all the other ones, like it's been a lot more faded and ratty, like it's been pushed around a lot more. It's not as in good of shape. So that's the only thing I noticed that's different other than those more plain rolls. So that's what I got. And let's go through them. I got the tripod set up, and we're going to go through the rest of these rolls in real time, starting with the one that I had already peeked in before that I know has multiple silvers. We're going to start with that one and then just go through the others. So let's do this. Kind of excited. It's been so long since I found silver from the bank, and while I'm doing this I will update you all and tell you I am able to get $50 from banks again, so I'm planning on reviving the live streams. But wow, man, how many are here? There's more than 4 there. What is this one though? This is shiny. Let me just look at that one. That's nothing, it's a 77, but I don't even see all that. I don't even know where to start. So I'm just going to start pulling out the ones that I know. This one's silver, 1967. I know 3 down, this one's definitely silver. 1967. Unbelievable. These aren't. The next 2 look like they're silver. 1968 and 1967. And then the one that I knew I'd already looked at, it was on the end, which just kind of tipped me off to that these rolls were going to be good. I peeked at some of the end coins, and this was the only roll I opened to look at some of the other ones because I couldn't help myself. So it's 68. So there was 5 40% silver Kennedy $50 in that single roll. And what I'm going to do here is I can tell the lighting's not great. Let me mess around with the tripod and my lighting here a little bit and see if I can't get you all a better view. I set up a very bright lamp and you can see much better now without shadows. So there you go. Just take a quick peek at that dark toned one that I had already found before. And we're good on the lighting. So let's go ahead and keep going through these rolls. So we had 5 in that roll and 2 from previous rolls, so we're up to 7. And let's just jump right in. I'm going to start by doing the last one of these. Let's check the edges. And I will check these all later because I don't want to miss any. Of course, I'm going to go back through them. I'm just going to edge check. Sorry for that noise. I'm just going to edge check for now for the sake of this video. I don't see any silver in that roll there. So it seemed like those wrappers were lighter on the silver. So next we're going to go ahead and open this stranger, more worn one and see if it looks in good shape. But is that silver though? I can't tell. Let's pop that first one out. No, 72. So we'll see. See if there's anything good in this one. I'll just throw the wrappers on the floor now, I guess. Eyeballing, I do not see any silver in that roll. Okay. Let's just keep going. These are all the rolls that are similar, that there seem to be more of a concentration of silver in. And hopefully that trend continues. Do not see any silver in that roll. I randomly checked a few of the ends of these, but I have not opened any of them in the middle, so we will see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't run cold here. It can't be possible that I just randomly picked 5 silver out of the best roll of all of these. There's got to be more hiding in here. Some of these, and I think these have been in the rolls for a while, some of these edges look really dull, like it's hard to discern. That one's got some glue on it, so I'm just double checking a few. Haven't done this in a while either, so I want to make sure I'm not missing anything obvious. Oh, I heard it there. Whoa. Wow. Yikes. This one is loaded. And man, how many of these are silver? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 10 of these are silver. And this one looks to be a 90%. I mean, I'm in shock. Look at those edges. Let me pull that really white one out first. Is that 64? Yeah. That is 90% silver. So these are not all... I think there's some gunk on there, but yeah. So these are not all going to be 40% silver Kennedy halves. Unbelievable. So let's set that one aside. I can see at least these 3 on the ends are. Actually, that's 4 in a row. Those are all silver. Let's set them aside there. None of these are. This one is. I can tell. You can see the date already. There's so many. I just like can't even... This one isn't, but the one next to it is. I know these 2 are. This one isn't. And then I think the next 3 are silver. They are. Unbelievable. This is unreal. So how many do we got here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I counted right. 10 silvers. So we have 1968, another beautiful dark one. 68, 67, 68 again, 69, 67, 67, piece of paper on that one, 66, 68, and another 68. Man, that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's continue to go through these. Oh, there is, hold on a second, there is a box elder bug literally walking on the back of my camera. I'm going to try to catch him, see if I can show you in camera. Here, get on my hand. These things are everywhere this year. Here, focus. All right, get out of here. We're busy. Okay, next roll. I should probably check all the ends of these. Can you hear anything? I didn't hear anything in that one. Eyeballing, I don't see any silver in that one. These rolls are just so random. It's like there's either none or a lot, or maybe just a stray one. There's just no consistency to these at all. Oh, there's still one stuck in the roll. Okay, I didn't hear anything obvious in that one. And I don't, a couple of those dull looking edges, but I didn't hear and I don't see anything in that one. Man, that 10 silver roll, whoo-wee. I hope we get one more of those. That was just insane. There's a bicentennial at the end of this one. Well, silver came out at the end of that one. I should have checked all the ends. Look at that beautiful 67. And there's more. Let's see. I see one more in the middle, right here. You can see that one doesn't have a clad edge. I want to check this shiny one too. Oh, just a 1971. I thought it could be a proof coin or something. So let's go ahead and set that one aside that we know is silver on the end. Pop this one out that I can tell is silver by looking at it. 67, and I don't see any others. And like I said, if I miss any, I will, at the end, go back through and show if I missed any by checking all the dates. There's 1967. There's a really cool looking 67 there. Some really interesting coins that are toned and have different kind of wear patterns on them. Very interesting. I think that one's just kind of dirty, but it makes the detail pop. Okay, two more. I like it. I like it. Let's continue on. It does appear this collection is going to be all Kennedy halves. Maybe the people that dumped these knew to pull out the ones that didn't have Kennedy on them. It's so hard to say with these collection dumps. This is a more bizarre one for reasons I stated in the beginning. Okay, I see more silver. See if you can spot it there. I see one that looks like a 40% silver from the edge. Looks like this one right here. So let's set the others aside. And indeed, 69, another dark one. Very interesting. Okay. I'm losing count, and that's how we like our silver, when you lose count. As I'm looking through these two, it's 1981 on the end. Metal detecting, I have found a lot of Walking Liberty half dollars metal detecting and a few Barber half dollars and quite a few Ben Franklin halves, but I have never dug up a silver Kennedy half dollar. They only made them for 6 years and they're just not common to find. I'm not sure why. But metal detecting, I've never found one. There's a lot of weird colored edges there. There's like a red one. Don't think I see any silver, but weird red edge. Yeah, it's like painted or got marker on the side or something. Here's a really nice looking edge. That's a 1988. Okay. Doesn't look like any silver in that one. Okay, let's continue on. Bicentennial on that end. Oh, I heard it there. Oh, that must have been another ender. Oh, and there's more on the inside. Wow. Well, wait. Am I seeing things? I think they're all silver up to the middle of the roll. You've got to be kidding me. And this one might be too. It is. I just... How? Wowee. All of those look 40% silver, every single one of them. So let me set them down. And then, like I said, that one too. I don't think I'm missing it. Wait, is this one too? No. Just this one. Yeah. Okay, so we'll check the... I'll just set these on top of each other one at a time. Yeah, so we know we didn't miss any. Because I want to see how many were in the... Is this the best roll so far? These are all silver. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Unbelievable. They all look 40%. 68. 68. 67. 68. Some of these have a weird kind of grainy look to them. 66. 67. 69. 68. 66. 68. And 69. I am literally in shock right now. I did not think there were going to be rolls like that. So much anticipation. This is just nuts. Yeah, that's so funny. I don't think there's any in that one. Seems like most of them are concentrated in a fewer amount of rolls and then mixed in with a lot of normal clad rolls. There's 74 on the end there. Oh, that end one's sticky. Looks like, yeah, there's tape in the end. I stuck my thumb on that. I could feel it. But there's no silver there. At least I don't see any. Running out of room to stack these rolls. Well, that roll didn't come out as planned. Let's try to stack these and take a look. I don't see any silver in this one either. This one's an interesting edge, just a 1983. Okay. The rolls are either hot or they're not. It's on the end of this one. 74, but man, it looks like it's in really good shape. Maybe it's uncirculated. Don't see any silver in this roll either. We got 5 left. 5 left. Come on. Be a good one. Get the reverse ender there. Oh yeah. I hear it in that one. Looks like another one was on the end. Okay, we got at least one on the end. It's got a goldish color I can already see. Yep, there's at least one more in the middle right here. You can't see any copper on the edge, so that's also going to be 40%. And I don't think this one is, but I'm going to check it. The second one in is kind of off color. Yeah, it's just a dark bicentennial. They fool you sometimes, but I didn't think it was. So we have at least this one here and this one right here. And I don't see any more. So let's see what we have. A slightly gold-toned 1968. And the other one, 1969. All right, 2 more silvers. Very awesome. It's kind of weird. It seems like a lot of them are concentrated, like they intentionally put some of the older ones like on the end of the rolls, which is kind of weird. But then they're all mixed in, so it's hard to say. There's so much silver, a lot of them could have just ended up on the ends inadvertently. Really hard to tell. Well, wait. I think we have one here. I almost missed it. See if you can see it there. It's this gray looking one right here. That looks like a 40%. Yeah, I think so. Let's check it. Yeah, it is. It's another silver. 1966. Kind of dull looking. Almost missed that one. Reverse ender. Doesn't look silver. Oh, I see another one. At least one. Right in the middle there. Can you all catch it? I only see one. And it's that one right pretty much in the middle there. So let's split this stack and see what we have. Another 1968. Like I said, some of these have a really weird dull look to them, like they've been stacked in these rolls for a very, very long time. I don't think these have seen the light of day for quite a long time. Just that very dull, old roll kind of look like they've been stashed away. 2 rolls left. Let's go out with a 10-piece. That would be fun. But hey, whatever happens. Oh, I heard more. Oh man, this is another good one. This is another good one. Whoa. Oh man. When there's so much silver, it's hard to distinguish them. You don't know where to start. Okay, so the 2 on the end are silver for sure. I'll set them down. This one isn't. I think the next 2 are. Yes, the next 2 are definitely silver. These, oh boy, they're all blending together. Let me look outside the camera here. Oh, I think that's it. They were all closer to the end except for one. 4 of the 5 on the end were silver. And the one in the middle was a bicentennial. So let's check these. 1967. Another one of them weird dull ones. 1967. 1967. And 1967. Huh, kind of kept all the dates in order there. Maybe these were all sorted by date at some point and got broken out. It's just very strange. All right, last roll. And then I'll go back through and see if I missed anything. I'll check them all by date. Here we go. This was a lot of fun. So thanks everyone for watching if you're still with me. It's been a really good time doing this. I have never had a score this good from the bank. I've done pretty good in some bank sealed boxes, but customer wraps, this is the best I've ever done. Oh, I heard it. I heard some silver clanking in there. There's more in this roll. Wow. How many? 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 in this roll. We'll play that game again of can you spot them. So we got this one on the end. 1968. Skip all these. I know this one's silver. This one next to it might be also. I got to double check that one. 68. Let's just double check it. Nope, didn't think so. And then the next one is right here. And that is a 67. So 3 more to end it out. Let me double check these here again by the edges. I don't see any. But wow, man, that was fun. Let me go through all of my rejects here, and we'll see what I missed, if anything. I went back through all of the coins and I found this very interesting Hold 1971. I guess I can make this into a necklace or something so it can commemorate the silver hoard and remind me of it. I think that'll be pretty cool. Anyhow, after going back through all of the loose coins, I didn't find any more silver, so it's good to know that my silver sniffing abilities by looking at the edges is still honed in, even though I took a quite long break from coin roll hunting. I'm not going to do a wrap-up of all the silver. I'll lay it out another time and do it in a future video or in a short. It was a good hunt. I was very fortunate to have searched through this collection. Thanks everyone for watching with me, and I'll see you on the next one.